What's up, everybody? So I'm just out in my garden doing a small tomato harvest. I should have caught this on video, but I didn't think about it until I had them in my hand. So this is my black Vernissage tomato plant. You see it has a few tomatoes on it. Look, still finding tomatoes at the homeworms. So I picked about 2 tomatoes. This is gonna be the 3rd one right here that the tomato homeworms have eaten through. I just picked off 2 tomato hornworms, but it's nothing major. I'm gonna sit these on the ground for a moment. But I just picked off 2 of them from this specific plant. So I just been picking off the here go the tomatoes right here. There's 2 small ones and 1 large one, and they ate through them today. So I'm just mulching it around this little goji berry plant. Cucumber beetle eating my amaranth. So that's a good trap crop to keep them off your melon plants. Yeah, I have a couple of black Vernissage tomatoes, a nice amount in here. They're ripening up pretty well. Some nice. These are the 2 that came off this specific plant. And then these 2 is one cracked from the rain. And these 2 came from this plant right here, which is another black Vernissage. And you can see I have some bloom bags covering these tomatoes. I need to remove this bag now because they're gonna get larger than this bag's opening. I did that so I can save pure seeds from these, since these may be crossed with other varieties that I have in the vicinity. So looks like a bird got to this tomato here. Not worried about that. But there's a nice little bit of tomatoes on here also. No tomato hornworm damage. And I'm just gonna come and pick some of these golden nugget tomatoes. So they're cracking from the water, too much water. Probably cook with these tomorrow. I'm always wary to where I'm reaching and grabbing tomatoes, because those tomato hornworms have those needles on their bodies, and I'm not sure if that carries poison or not, so I don't want to accidentally poke myself on a tomato hornworm. You notice a few of them are cracked. At one point I was watering this plant every day. I wanted to see if the tomatoes would crack, and they began cracking, and the rain just started coming after I was finished with my experiment. So they haven't finished cracking yet, but well, I guess they have now, since I'm going on to the new wave of flowers and tomatoes. So these blooms will be the new tomatoes. See, I have a bloom bag down here. Looks like these blooms fell off, so I need to come and seal off another set of blooms. But here's my harvest for today. Nice little handful of some black Vernissage and golden nugget tomatoes. And I have some more plants coming up. Let's see what I have over here. So I have a few new starts coming up. This is Lillian's yellow heirloom. See, I have a second one in here that I need to transplant out. Lillian's yellow heirloom tomato plant. This is how it looks when it's larger. And you can see this one is flowering. Some of the blooms, because those bloom bags were too small, so I have some larger bags now that I'll cover the blooms with. Looks like that flower is set and it should be fruiting pretty soon. There's 2 of these Lillian yellow heirloom tomato plants here. All right, guys, I just wanted to show y'all that small tomato harvest. Show y'all these watermelons while I'm right here. Cream of Saskatchewan. It's gonna be my first watermelons for the year. I have 2 of them that I hand pollinated. There's been 1 bee working every morning, but it's not, 1 bee isn't enough to catch all of these flowers. And this is the second one, which is larger than the previous one I just showed. But yeah, so I've been having a bunch of female blooms, but I need to come out and hand pollinate them if I want to guarantee them. Just like I did with these 2. And quite literally, all I do is just come and take, here's another female bloom. I just literally come and take a male bloom. I pull the petals off of it. See, that sweet ant was still in there. So all I do is pull the petals off of the male bloom. Take it like this. Now, people say to use a Q-tip, but in actuality, this is your Q-tip. You don't need to get a Q-tip and dip it into this and then touch it to another flower. All you do is actually just pluck off this flower at its stem and use it just like you would the Q-tip. But the better thing about this is that all the pollen is in here. So you'll dip a Q-tip in here just to get some pollen, but all of the pollen is in here. So all you need to do is just dab it around in another flower. Now, there's no open flowers right now for me to show that on. So I'll show it on this male flower here. And really, when these blooms are open in the morning, which I'm pretending this is, I'm pretending that both of these are open blooms. When the bloom is open in the morning, you basically just take your Q-tip, aka pollen tip, and swirl it in there. And that pollen would get in there. And that's what I did for these 2 watermelons. Yep, that's what I did for these 2 guys. So that's my update for today. Mini tomato harvest. I'll bring these inside, sit them on the counter for tomorrow. I didn't want the hornworms to get to them. I'm not worried about birds. All right, y'all.